Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Los Angeles Clippers going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Leonard.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Ferguson in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, they've got Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Patrick Beverley, and it's George in at the 2. Well, the one thing I love seeing in these early games, seeing the wrinkles that the stars have added, the new technique or the new move they've added, Doris, during their games they played over the summer.
It feels, Kevin, like if you are not improving over the summer in the NBA, you are falling behind. Case in point, right, is the big men in the NBA. Look at guys like Brook Lopez and Marc Gasol, now able to stretch their game out to three-point territory. So important to keep growing.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense, Greg, there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
And he gets the bucket.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Paul looking around. And no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Billy Donovan and I got a chance to talk for a little bit, and a lot of their focus is their strategy going up against Paul George, who is a threat from distance and at the rim. You can't take everything away, but surrendering long twos is probably the safest plan.
All right, David, thanks.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Leonard, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. Well, a look at that 2018 Clippers draft pick in Gilgeous-Alexander. His incredible size at the point guard spot makes him one of the more intriguing players from that class.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And last season with Gilgeous-Alexander, Greg, you could see what he was capable of with his length.
Well, he is just so difficult to slow up when he's running downhill at a defender. Already a plus defender in his offense coming along. He could be a scary figure at that point guard position.
He hits both from the stripe. Here's Leonard. He's got 5. And so just over a minute and a half played. Poked loose. Gallinari with the steal. And it's sent back by George.
Paul George, tremendous vertical, Kevin. How fast does he get off his feet?
The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Pass to Paul. Back to Gallinari. Just 5 on the clock. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Beverley, the pass to George. Passes it to Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got 7 points in the game. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Oklahoma City. They trail by 1. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Leonard finds George. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from the wing. Thunder have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Adams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. 6 points for Steven Adams. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Doris, Adams, a terrific player on the floor. But you know what? He's a great teammate as well. They always talk about the great chemistry he brings to the Thunder.
And anyone who's had a conversation with Steven Adams knows he is quite a character. This guy is so easygoing. He's fun. I think he brings a great vibe to the locker room.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. JaMychal Green comes in for Patrick Patterson. Harkless is checked in for Leonard. And it's Williams in for Paul George.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now here's Williams. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game. Here's Harrell. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Diallo with it, working on Green. Noel trying to break loose. Diallo no good. Clippers trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Williams against Schroeder. Just 5 to shoot. Beverly for 3. And it's Noel with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Here's Schroeder. It's hauled in by Beverly.
Well, it's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
And 1:01 left in the first. To stop the drought. No good there. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
It's a fairly even matchup, and both sides want to take that leap into the league's upper echelon. So let's see what signs we see of progress tonight.
Schroeder dishes to Noel. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Schroeder outside. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Well, rhythm, confidence. When Schroeder is pulling the trigger, you know he's feeling it.
Williams kicks to Beverly. Now here's Harkless. He's guarded by Diallo. Harkless the pass to Harrell. Beverly for 3. The shot comes out. And that does it for the first quarter. Thunder lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Chris Ball talks about the matchups he faces at the point guard.
The toughest position in the NBA night in and night out is the point guard position. You know, every night you look at the board, the coach is pretty much going to say, their team goes as such and such goes. You know what I mean? So that's the toughest part, and that's probably the funnest part, too, because it's competition.
And CP3, one of the most competitive players in the game.
It's an obsession with him, and you can see how hard he gets after it every time he takes the court.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. Green is out there with Mo Harkless. And it's Harrell in at the 5 spot. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Beverly against Schroeder. From the wing, and that one's good. Beverly's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. If you were coaching, Doris, and you could run your offense through any center in the game, and let's take guys that are playing right now because we can go back in history. The names are endless. Who would you run your offense through at that position?
Probably a guy that the casual NBA fan is not as knowledgeable about as they should be, Kevin, and that's Nikola Jokic. And this is a young, early 20-year-old who may be the best passer out of the post position that we've seen in a generation. Jokic is a guy who can handle the ball from three-point territory. He can take it off the window and initiate your offense. They run him like a point center, and it's appropriate because he's unselfish and gifted as a passer.
Gifted, great word to use, you're right. And so here is Oklahoma City. The Clippers getting the bucket. There's the pass to Baisley. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Clippers.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Gallinari up top, defended by George. Patterson against Adams. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Patrick Patterson.
And you look at the way Steven Adams has developed his offense the last few years. It's been a huge boost for this team. He has always been a great defender, but now he is an important cog on this team in terms of scoring.
And that one misses. And with Adams in his offense, you forget how young he is.
And big men, sometimes they just take a little longer to find their path in the NBA. And Adams has certainly found his. I remember him being in mostly to screen and rebound when he was a rookie, but look how far his game has come.
That one is no good.
Boy, there's just a brute strength and physicality about Steven Adams. This guy knows his role and plays it to perfection.
Now here's Williams, averaging 23 points a game and is one of the more consistent producers on any given night. And it's Harrell missing. Thunder have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Paul. He had a 27-point outing in the last game against Philadelphia.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy is a playmaker, was a driving force for that offense.
They get the rebound.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's Leonard. Steven Adams making his last shot.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has zero fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
Zubac is checked in for Patrick Patterson. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Greg, you talk about the media focus for Kawhi Leonard. Not exactly something he embraces.
Not at all. As a kid on his birthdays, he'd shutter himself in his room because he didn't want the attention. To this day, he lets his play do the talking.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
How about Paul George? Puts it on the deck, uses that explosive quickness. This guy is really hard to contain.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Williams against Paul. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Philadelphia. And it's George finishing it off.
Kev, the speed in transition. Paul George is dynamic in space.
There's 1:47 left in the first half of the game. Ball against Williams. And they get it. The Thunder with another miss. Los Angeles leading by 5. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Zubac's no good. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won Sixth Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Harkless comes in for Harrell, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. And then for Oklahoma City, Mike Muscala comes in for Terrence Ferguson, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. Now, here is Gallinari. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Outside, George. And again, it's the Clippers missing. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Beverly's got his 5th rebound in this one.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Bounce pass, Schroeder. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Gallinari missing.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And Harkless with the basket on the assist by Beverly. Now it's a 7-point Clipper lead. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Clippers ahead. They finish off the second.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. They were a finely tuned unit in the second. And
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Clippers leading by 7. And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
So the Thunder 5 right now. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Ferguson in at small forward.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point. And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Adams against Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Paul. Adams, the pass to Ferguson. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Zubac.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
George, no good. Thunder trailing by 9. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Shoots from 12. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Bounce pass from Paul. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
Paul against Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Releases from 15. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And the Raptors went all in trading for Kawhi Leonard last season, Doris. Great talent surrounding him in Toronto. But this past summer, he decided to move on.
But, Kevin, a championship makes the gamble worthwhile if you are Toronto. For Kawhi, any team he plays on is going to have a chance to win. And now this young man, a champion, starts a new chapter.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. JaMychal Green comes in for Patrick Patterson. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Puts up a 3. Excellent D there from George.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. George passes to Leonard. That one rolling around and rims out.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Paul can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 11. Right side, Leonard. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Paul. Here's Ferguson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And that one hits back iron. .158 left in the third quarter. Leonard, no luck.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Diallo inside. Defended by George. That's a 2 from Paul. They get it back. Noel. And Noel throws it down.
Don't you love how Noel just sticks with it, never gives up on the possession, working really hard for his guys.
On the wing, Williams. Leonard draws the double. Green finds Harrell. Leonard on the wing. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Well, the Thunder have always done a great job of finding players to fill roles on their team.
Well, you look at the talent they have lost over the years for a variety of reasons. Most notably, Russell Westbrook and Paul George, James Harden, Victor Oladipo, Serge Ibaka, just to name a couple of guys. This team, though, has always had that next man up. They've got a great front office who does a great job reloading every season.
Maurice Harkless is checked in for Los Angeles. Mike Muscala is checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Paul. Muscala, a pass to Noel. 3T that time from Harrell.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Diallo inside, defended by George. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in, and then for Oklahoma City. Gallinari, he's checked in for Noel. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Diallo. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Green kicks to Beverly. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Gallinari's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points in the quarter. And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be back with you shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Thunder trailing by 10. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. Harrell is out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Harkless in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. 11 feet away. Jump shot is good. Gallinari's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Thunder. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. And that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home. Harrell, the pass to Williams. 3-pointer. Gallinari with the rebound. The Thunder shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Pass to Schroeder. Back to Gallinari. Pass to Schroeder from outside the arc. And the Thunder another 3.
Well, you can see Schroeder willing to take more and more threes. If you're going to stay in the league, you've got to make them.
Outside Williams. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack. Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Schroeder against Beverly. Gallinari wide open, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Gallinari's got 4 points this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the Clippers call time here. Well, last season, a bit of a renaissance for Gallinari.
And the way Gallinari stepped up last season, Kevin, was a big reason the Clippers were as strong as they were. Now, on the other side of 30, he's been playing some of his best basketball here of late.
Leonard, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Ferguson's checked in. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Harold dishes to Beverly. Shoots over Schroeder. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Gallinari outside. To take the lead. And the Thunder another 3.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Williams passes to Beverly. Gallinari with the steal. The pass to Ferguson. And stolen by Harold. Williams passes to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And it's Beverly missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
To the inside. Here's Adams. Again, the Thunder score.
Calm, cool, collected under pressure. Steven Adams, no problem.
Clippers trail by 4. And the Clippers call time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Danilo Gallinari.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
And the Clippers making a switch here. George is checked in. And here are the Thunder now. Good momentum, 14 straight points. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, the length of Kawhi Leonard twice on the pipes with that 7'3" wingspan.
George looking over the floor. Yeah, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Kawhi Leonard.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense is right there.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Beverly against Paul. Inside. Unloads. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Paul. Adams has got the lead up to 4 now for the Thunder. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Harold. On the wing, George. Gilgeous Alexander cover. Clock at 4, and George kicks to Patterson. Let's go. And that one is off. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Gallinari dishes to Paul. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's a 6-point Thunder lead.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Here's Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Thunder, Chris Paul. 2 shots.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And no doubt, Paul is still a top-tier point guard, a determined defender, and, of course, a remarkable distributor.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
Yeah, you got a better chance of walking through a lion's den with pork chop underwear on.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Patterson can't get it to go. Now Paul. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Danilo, transition, big for your team. I assume that was a big focus tonight.
Yes, we want to run, and that's what we have to do every time. So that's what we did, and we played a great game.
Gallo, thanks very much. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.